4 things men will only give to the women they truly love. If you've been with a man a while, you're probably starting to ask yourself, does he love me? You can stop wondering. There are more reliable ways to know that he loves you than simply hoping for good luck. Love isn't merely a feeling, it's a verb, and it comes across in actions. The biggest action that indicates a man loves you is when he gives you all he can. The phrase "I love you" is just a phrase. Words are just words. A guy can say he loves you and not truly mean it, and a guy can love you a lot but not be ready to say it. So how do you know if a man is truly in love with you? Men's love is very direct and obvious. If he gives you these 4 things, then it's pretty safe to say he is. Number 1. His money. If you've ever questioned if a man truly loves you, ask yourself if he is willing to spend money on you. But you may ask, does what a man does financially for a woman prove his feelings for her? How can material things even compare to feelings that cannot be measured? In a relationship, a man who is willing to spend money on you doesn't mean he loves you. Money is irrelevant if he has lots of money. But if he is not willing to spend money on you, then that means he doesn't love you that much. There is an old saying that goes, "Put your money where your mouth is." Meaning that, if you are serious about something, then using your money to support this something is a natural follow-through. When you get serious, money becomes everything. Money determines what you do for fun, what you eat, where you live, and how you live. Money is the deciding factor in every decision that you make as a couple. If he is willing to provide for you and be generous to you, even though he realizes that you're independent enough to take care of yourself, then he really loves you. Number 2. His tears. Men feel a lot of pressure and are always the strong ones in all relationships. From an early age, boys are taught to refrain from crying, to suppress their emotions, never to display vulnerability. Some men grow up thinking that if they cry, it means they are less of a man. When he cries in front of you, it shows that he trusts you enough to let his guard down with you. He trusts you enough that he can show emotions that society tells him not to in front of you, so that you will not judge him for it. Tears are not a sign of weakness. They are a sign of strength, love and trust. Has he shed tears in front of you while watching a sad movie, or because his dog dies? If he doesn't try to hide it or act embarrassed, that means he feels like he can be vulnerable around you, and that he's envisioning going through a lot of ups and downs with you by his side. Number 3. His understanding and forgiveness. A man can say how much he loves a woman all he wants, when things are good. But to see if a man really loves her, just see how he treats her after a fight. All men want to see their women happy. They will apologize after a fight even though they are not in the wrong. Of course, some men have big egos and won't resolve the argument, because they don't want to lose. But when a man is in love, winning the argument doesn't matter. If he really loves you, he can't stand not talking to you even though he is mad at you. He can't bear to go to bed or go back home without making amends with you. If a man is never willing to see your side of things, if he is petty, and not very forgiving, he doesn't love you enough. A man who really loves you deeply will not easily make you feel wrongly accused. Your man doesn't need to say sorry all the time, but acknowledging when he's upset you and apologizing, shows another level of care and affection. Number 4. His time. We're all busy. We all have our lives, work, hobbies, family and friends, and have to learn how to juggle between all of them and still make time for everything. But if he really loves you, you're the most important person in his life, and he will make spending time with you a priority. He'll put your needs over his own, and he'll compromise where he can to make you happy. For him, it's a pleasure and a way to invest in your relationship. And if he really doesn't have time, he'll make sure to let you know when he will. One good way to know if he loves you is if he wants to spend time with you doing things outside of the bedroom. Your time together doesn't have to be amazing and exciting, but chances are, if love is in the air, even the most average activities feel incredible when you're together. So if he somehow always manages to make time for you, no matter how busy he is, he really does love you. After all, we always find time for people and things we truly care about. If you find this video helpful, please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get notified. Thank you for watching.